Hi guys, give me a second to post this. It's been a while since I've been live. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to share it. Go ahead and comment your name now, because if you share this video, I'll be giving away 2 shaman sticks. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to post it. I have 1 more. Sorry. I know, I wish they would make this a little easier. Go ahead and share this video if you're just logging on. I'm gonna try to get a large audience today because I haven't been live for a while. So share this video, and at the end I'll draw 2 random numbers and give away 2 shaman sticks, which are amazing, just for purification. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to get on the right page. Let's see. Give it 1 more sec. So share this video. I want to get a good sharing going on. Go ahead and comment now if you want a card. I haven't been live in so many weeks. I feel like I've lost my place for a minute. My energy has been needed elsewhere at the moment, so I'm just kind of getting back into going live. So I'm going to get into the news right now. Let me try to straighten this. I'm going to get into the news right now. Go ahead and comment if you want a card after. We had over 140 million gallons of sewage spill into the Pacific. South Bay residents have demanded an investigation. This spilled the 3rd of this month, so it's kind of old. I just haven't been here for a while. But this sewage came from Mexico. It was caused by sewage contamination in Tijuana, and it's causing like this huge international kind of crisis. And we have to remember that Trump just got rid of the Environmental Protection Agency, or whatever it's called, the EPA. He just completely dismantled it. So we are seeing some big things going on with Trump taking office. I am seeing positive and negative things. As my friend says, you can't please everyone. You're not going to be able to make everyone happy at this point. So I am seeing positive and negative things. I just kind of look at everything with my third eye, with an open eye. And I just kind of have given up what I want to happen a long time ago. I've handed over my will for the divine will. So I'm completely open to any possibilities. I don't want to limit myself in thinking, I want this to happen. I want this person to be president. I want it to go my way. No, no, no. So I have infinite possibilities because I've been able to unblock myself in that way. When we attach ourselves to one outcome, we sort of like are limiting our probabilities. Like, oh no, I want it to go this way. Well, what about the other 10 ways the divine had picked out for you that were better? So we really are working on like unblocking ourselves and unlimiting ourselves. Real fast, I have the link to our site above. I am going to be doing one-on-one readings and healing sessions today, as well as chakra openings with my flame. And we have a bunch of new services we added to our store. We're now doing third eye activations and DNA repair, which is a lengthy process. Before I even get into that, it's much different than like a DNA activation, which is meant to activate and unlock your DNA. What me and my twin flame are doing is repairing DNA strands. And you can all see our work right here with me. I have been our first patient. We are repairing my DNA. We've been doing this process for about a year steady, maybe a year and a half, a little bit longer. So this is a lengthy process. But I will tell you that all humans have the ability to completely regenerate and repair their DNA. So that's where we're kind of at. I'm always working together as a group. An amazing group at that. I just saw it's Women's Day too. Happy Women's Day. I love holidays. I had to go on a rant about this too, so bear with me this video. I just have a lot of information to get out, so I am going to go back to the news and kind of all over the place. So bear with me. It's Women's Day. This is my favorite story. Let's do story time. Let me tell you the story about women's rights. Okay, so a long time ago, okay, like think like Egypt time period, we had the feminine involved in society, okay? At some point, the divine feminine was kind of taken out of society. We became the left brain society where we're into logic, we're into math, we're into the tangible, we're not into intuition and the unseen. But guess what's happening? The divine feminine is kind of rising up again, and we're now tapping into our intuition, the arts, and beautiful things. So basically, when you take the divine feminine out of a society, society will fall. Think Rome. Think of all these brilliant places that we've all been before and witnessed falling. So we're kind of at a place where women had their rights stripped away a long time ago. We became subservient to men. We became the lesser race a long time ago when women were housewives and whatever. We had our power stripped. Our power was taken from us. And there's great danger in this. But at some point, the elite wanted control of our children. So they decided to send women back to work so that they could educate the children the way they saw fit, which would be indoctrinating people into the system. So they started the women's right movement, and this is where we're at now. Women are now all working, and the government is raising your children. We're kind of at a bad place with it. Someone else, I saw a post this morning that said, this new age movement is bullshit. It's basically pushing an elite agenda, and we do not live in a manifest reality. This is all illusion. I want to say something. This post was written by a guy. That's all I'm going to say. This post was written by a guy. I don't know if this is typical with everyone. I believe everyone has different spiritual gifts and spiritual powers, okay? But with me and my twin flame, while we have merged into one unit and he can manifest, he cannot manifest in the same way that I can. He cannot manifest easily like me. He's not the one creating our future. That's my job. So what happens when we strip women of their power? We're stripping the manifestors. We're taking away any manifestors, and we're taking them out of society and putting them in a place where they have no power. So this really is affecting all of our futures, because women are meant to be manifesting our future and our reality here. So we're kind of stepping back into this power. I just dislike any of these holidays. I'm totally boycotting Women's Day. I don't do holidays like this. I think they're completely pure evil. Now women are feeling so good about themselves. Yes, it's Women's Day. I get a day because I'm a really good citizen and I'm going to work and I'm working hard. Okay, well, you are special every day. You don't need one day of the year where you're celebrated. You should be celebrated every day. If you're not in a relationship where your man isn't or your woman isn't worshiping you and loving you completely, then I kind of feel bad for you. You have to kind of go within and start loving yourself more to fix that problem. I see this energy is intense right now. Very intense. Me and my twin flame have been going through an insane storm. Be careful if you want to ascend. The universe will make that happen. So we've just been getting hit with everything. My twin flame just had like a flu. And I'm seeing a lot of people getting upgraded, which can look like a flu or a cold or just really bad ascension symptoms or stomach problems from your solar plexus flushing out. I'm seeing a lot of people getting bad ascension symptoms at this point. I'm going to go back to the news on that note to kind of get into why. Venice in Italy is expected to disappear within 100 years because of the greenhouse gas emissions, because they're not being reduced. Well, in order to reduce those greenhouse gas emissions, the only proposal that they have in effect is depopulation. So I'm not really a big fan of being killed with vaccines, my food being sprayed with Monsanto Roundup, being poisoned through the healthcare system. I'm just not a fan of killing off people. On a greater note, this didn't really make my news because I'm trying to pick news that's relevant for us. But half of the world is starving to death right now. While we are still paying our taxes, that's supposed to go to like humanitarian aid, our governments have shut off that aid, and we have very serious global problems at this point. So when we're sitting here and we're thinking negatively about ourselves and about how bad our problems are and about how bad we have it in these better countries, people are literally starving to death halfway across the world. People are just fighting for food and water right now. 10 tons of dead fish washed up in 2 hours in China. A solar wind is traveling over some 700 kilometers. It's continuing to bombard the Earth with Earth's magnetosphere, causing auroras as far south as England this week. We're in a crazy storm right now. I'm not even sure at this point what type of energy it is, if it's solar, lunar, or whatever. I believe it's lunar because we have a full moon coming up this week. But things are just going to pick up intensity every day from now until like the 16th. So we have a good week of this energy just picking up intensity. So stay grounded right now. The U.S. is confirming avian influenza is in Tennessee now. They are going to in a commercial chicken farm. They're going to cull 73,000 chickens. This is the first case in the U.S. since 2017, but there's a crazy outbreak in China and other countries right now. So be careful about eating birds right now. Beauty and the Beast is being boycotted for having a transgender character in it. The ending has a, quote, exclusively gay moment. People are saying it's pushing the LGBT agenda on children. I don't really want to get into that because such a touchy subject. While we're all people and we all should have rights, I do believe there are certain agendas being pushed on society on a global kind of, like in a global kind of epidemic kind of way. Let's just remember that we're all people, regardless of who we're sleeping with. There was a mass grave found in Ireland. The site was once a Catholic orphanage. It's the only reason I bring it up, because I love Catholic news. It was a site ran by nuns. 800 children were found killed there. They was a home for unwed mothers, where they literally were taking in the mothers and killing the children, and letting the mothers leave later like they never were pregnant. North Korea did a missile test to strike a U.S. military base in Japan. I'm bringing this up because astrologically we have big events going on. You should go back to my page, and I put a post up about this moon and what's coming with it. To do a little recap, we're about to see mudslides, tornadoes, twisters, crazy earth events like never before this month. And we're also going to see a lot of fighting amongst world leaders. Like bad fighting. It's just what's in store for us. So try to stay grounded, because things are just going to pick up intensity. I'll skip that one. I'm going to do the cards now. There's just a lot going on, but there's going to be a lot of natural disasters. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if that Sun and Andreas fault line goes off. They keep predicting it. They say that within the next 40 years it will go off. I believe it's a lot shorter than that. I believe it will happen very soon, and we're all going to see it. And it actually will be for the better. I know a lot of people are freaking out like that would be horrible. Why would we want that to happen? I don't want it to happen, but I can see where it will have a positive effect, where there's a lot of negativity around that root chakra, and it will help purge that area. Okay, I'm going to get to the questions now. There's a little lag in them. Be patient. Go ahead and share this video if you're just logging on. I will be giving away 2 shaman sticks randomly, just picking numbers, and I'll randomly mail them to you. Give me one sec. Right now, we're also dealing with past grief. Today's chakra of the day would be the heart chakra. We need to let go of this grief and become lighter. We're hanging on to so many things. I didn't realize, but I actually, when I was born, inherited each of my parents' blocks, all of them. I inherited their block chakras and their energetic blocks, and it's something that I wouldn't have been able to remove myself. I had to have energy worked on and healing worked on too by my flame, which did amazing things for me. So these are things that I know that some people can open their chakras with a lot of skill or tantric sex or whatever the case may be, but it's a lot harder to keep our chakras open. That's what we're really trying to do. Any kind of health problem is going to be caused by a blocked chakra. That's why I'm pushing these chakra openings. We do chakra openings, but we also remove any energetic blocks. So I know a lot of people are going out and paying a lot of money for spiritual services like inner child healings, kind of like aesthetic repair, light body repair, all sorts of services. I see DNA activations going for a lot of money. We do all of our services very reasonable. We're very spiritual, and our intent is to help people. So we're very fine with that line. You can set up any services like chakra openings on our site though, and we're really good about checking it. I will be getting to my personal messages tomorrow. I've been kind of like on in higher dimensions for like a week. It's been really amazing. I'm just getting back into it. So let's do cards. Sarah, good morning. Oh, imagine this. We're letting go of fear. We're removing these blocks. This would be my twin flame chakra he works on the most. He was raised with a lot of fear and anxiety. And now I'm trying to reprogram him to love and abundance, because I've always had a lot of faith. I've always had a lot of faith. And I don't believe that you can have fear and faith. So if you have complete faith in God and the universe, you can't have this fear. We have to let go of fear. A lot of people will have different perceptions of my videos. Some people are like, oh my God, you're spreading fear. And then other people can see that I'm really spreading love and healing and trying to, in a productive way, kind of be service of others and share my energy. I've been bottling up my energy for like a week, so I have lots of powerful energy to share with you guys. But we have to let go of fear, because all of our fears will manifest and play out. So if you even think of a fear, it's going to happen. So why draw that kind of negativity to you? I'm suggesting that we kind of reprogram ourselves to love and abundance. I had someone message me yesterday and say, Robin, I am so worried that I'm not service to others. I did this, and this my whole life, and I'm just worried that I might be considered service of self, because that's what it all comes down to. Are we service of self or service to others? Let me tell you something, and I'll tell you what I told this person. I see this person as part of my soul group and helping share knowledge just by sharing these memes on Facebook and putting this time into building our Facebook up. We're building a new grid on Facebook. I don't know if people are realizing that or not. We've kind of disconnected from our hive mind and we're plugging into a different kind of spirituality, which is like a new grid, a new paradigm. We're plugging into the consciousness, and we're trying to have more source energy flowing through us. And as we're doing that, we're connecting with others on a deep level. So it might seem like, oh my God, I need to be doing more. No. You're already doing so much. You're right where you should be. And you guys already know your service to others and your actions in trying to lift up consciousness. Vanta Love, good morning. Glad you caught my video. Love is beginning. This is my intent. My intent is to share with you how I finally conquered this love thing, okay? I had to conquer self-love in order to be happy with another person. So once I could love myself completely, and I've had a really kind of crazy life, more than the average person, I'll assure you. I chose a lot of experiences because I am a healer, and I had to be familiar with your situations and your scenarios. So I probably had it 20 times worse than the average person. So if I'm able to do this and heal myself completely and finally come back to self-love and then reunite with my twin flame, well, everyone's gonna do it. It's just a matter of time. So to make this go a little faster, because time doesn't work, like any psychic that will give you a time stamp on things like next July you're going to meet your flame, I would instantly call bullshit, because time doesn't work like that. It's more like a series of events. So what you can do to speed up these series of events to get where you want to be is to work on more self-love. We are too hard and too judgmental on ourselves. We're all divine and perfect. In God's eyes, you were created perfectly and immaculately and amazingly. Like, just every little experience you've ever had was programmed immaculately and to a T to make you who you are now, and that's amazing. We're just realizing how amazing and powerful that we are. We have the ability to heal ourselves and others. Just by healing ourselves, you will heal your family and everyone around you, I assure you. Caitlin Batters. Caitlin, I want to know if you got your bracelet yet, because I did mail out Friday another one to you, but you had a weird address. Like, they said it wasn't in the computer, and then I changed the zip code. So please let me know you got your bracelet finally. Obstacles and challenges. What is blocking you right now? Well, that's yourself. Well, that's yourself. No one else will ever block or limit you, believe it or not. It's usually yourself that is so hard on you. We're trying to remove these obstacles and blocks. Caitlin, you've already had a chakra opening and we removed your energetic blocks. So make sure you're not re-blocking yourself. Make sure you're staying clear and open. You have a really stressful job right now, but this baby is waking you up on a deep level. These children are so amazing. I can't wait till they get a little bit older and you guys can see how amazing these kids are that you guys have. This is going to be the game changer, these crystal children. So just hang in there. I know it's tough with a toddler. I can't imagine yet. I know it's tough. Hang in there. Great things are going to happen for you. Renee Leash. Hey, gorgeous. Have a beautiful day. You too. We are working on dismantling authority that isn't serving us. So we're not going to go dismantle the government like a lot of people would want to. We're going to actually turn within and go within, and we're going to say, if I'm seeing this in the political world or on TV or in the real world, if I'm seeing this with my eyes, it's something I need to change in myself. So you go within, you look at yourself deeper, and that takes a lot of discernment to be able to really look at yourself objectively. But just work on getting rid of any programs that aren't serving you. For me, that is the program of never having money, always being limited, always being sick, that we're going to live in poverty forever, we're always going to be sick, we're always going to have to be going to doctors that aren't going to heal us. This kind of paradigm. That's what I'm getting rid of. I'm working on realizing the truth that we live in love and abundance, that money is only an energy. So since I'm harnessing energy and using energy to heal, wouldn't it be kind of, sorry, I'm trying to look for the right word, wouldn't it be kind of logical that if money is energy, that I can attract it like I'm attracting energy or putting out my energy. So just really work on these new systems that we're embracing, which is love and abundance. we can all live peacefully together with better systems in place, better government systems if we still need them, better education systems, just better systems in place. These systems aren't serving us. They're not serving our children. They're not serving us. Jessica Grasso. Your birthday month is crazy. Things are about to get really crazy right around your birthday. Happy birthday, my Pisces. That's my favorite sign, by the way. Plan out anything you're doing right now. The energy is intense. I'm seeing crazy energies behind me. The energy is intense. Just plan out what you're doing right now. Don't make any big decisions. Guess what's happening right now? Guess why this energy is so intense? All those old 3D timelines in your life are being dismantled right now, okay? So it can be an unpleasant process. It can look like me and my twin flame losing timelines because we're anchored into 3D and 5D timelines as well as some other ones. We're kind of anchored into several timelines. It's just the way we're doing our work. So all of a sudden, my flame gets upgraded, which looks like a flu, and everything starts collapsing in our life. Don't hang on. Let it go. Let these timelines go, okay? The 5D ones are still in place. Let go of those these timelines. Let them collapse. We're hanging on too tightly to the past and the way things were. Just embrace the new. It will be better. Trust me. Stacy Shepard. Financial and material changes. This is for everyone. We're going through huge financial and material changes to get us where we need to be, which would be on our highest path. So just kind of go with the flow right now. It's the best suggestion I have for all of you. Just go with the flow. Don't hang on too tightly. Angela Pampella, good morning. Angela is becoming light. A lot of healers like for you to have to go pay for their services repeatedly so that you can kind of get a dose of their light. And they're not really teaching you how to cultivate your own light. It's my intent that each of you kind of cultivates your own light so that we can stop relying on others or going out and looking for that light. We're going to become that light. We are the light workers that are here to change the planet. And I think that's amazing. Julia Stefakanka, I can't say her last name. Deception and envy. This is you waking up from the matrix, the illusion that you're free. You are all slaves on Prison Planet. So I know that some people, like my sister has a better job. She has a nice political job. She would tell me that's crazy, and she's definitely free, and that's ludicrous. I know, because some people have this illusion that they're a little higher up on the ladder and that they might be at a better place and they have more freedom because they have more money. No, that's not true. Right now, humanity is enslaved. I don't care who you are. And guess how we beat this? Guess how we beat the negative entities that are controlling humanity? We go back to unity and love. And where there's love, fear can't exist, and they all die. They all are dying right now. If we stop being afraid, we will stop feeding these entities the energy that they need, and everything will collapse and change around us. Embrace love. You have a choice, love or fear. Fern Twist. Throat chakra. I've been dealing with this a lot too. Amazing, because so many people are. It's really correlated with the fifth dimension, so that's a good sign. I dislike when anyone's still working on their lower chakras, like the root chakra or whatever. We should be working on our higher chakras. I'm working on like my 12th and 13th chakra up here, so I'm even out of the 7 chakra system. We need to be working on the higher ones. Speak your truth. Your throat chakra is being blocked, not because you're lying, but because we feel we can't speak our truth with our family, with our partners, the people around us. You have to start embracing your own soul. You have to stop letting people influence you and lead you. You have to start emitting your own frequencies and becoming your own person. I have become a leader where I no longer follow the crowd. I'm kind of setting my own vibration and my own kind of path, and I'm noticing people are embracing that. So we have to stop kind of following what is this norm of society, and we have to start emitting our own frequencies, higher frequencies. Real quick too, this is another thing I was supposed to throw in here. So many people are dealing with a chaos energy, okay? There's different types of energy. A chaos energy will cause car accidents, cancer, sickness, death, not good events. And the reason why people are drawing this chaos energy to them is because when one of these events happens, I know I've been through the windshield of a car at 50 miles an hour. I used to attract tons of chaos energy into my life, right? So we go through these events and it makes us seek God. Afterwards, you will seek God. After someone dies, you get cancer, you go through a windshield of a car, you will be seeking God. How about you can stop all of that chaos energy? You won't need it anymore. If you can just start to lift your vibration with love on your own, that will all stop. The universe will stop throwing you around and kind of like giving you scenarios you don't like. All you have to do is on your own start to change your vibration with love. I could have had a shitty day today, okay? I don't know, I just had some negative messages that in the past I probably would have let it affect my mood. I could have become like depressed or like angry or whatever kind of lower emotions there are, but it's not going to phase me. Nothing like that phases me anymore. I'm vibrating too high for any negativity to even bring me down. It just kind of bounces off of me. And I'm aware that I'm attracting light workers and people not of light because of my love. That love is kind of powerful. So we have to stop letting anyone change our vibration ever. Jennifer Gadurian. Mental conflict. This reminds me of my twin flame. Imagine that. This is my twin flames card. We can either follow our ego, which is the voice in our head, or our soul, which is more like an intuition feeling in your chest or by your chi energy, somewhere around there. We can either follow that voice in our head, which is going to lead us to greed, anger, never having enough, lack of, limited, just always seeking something else that never fulfills you. Or we can actually take a step back, go within, follow our soul, and that will be powerful. You'll be happy on every level, whereas nothing in the material world will ever make you happy. And I know this for a fact. Nothing will ever make you happy. The only thing that is going to make you whole is spirituality. Shyla, I've been seeing you too. Yup, once California's chakra opens, it's going to be time to be more magical than ever. Yes, and what's the best thing that we can do for the asleep people in our life? What's the best thing we can do for the earth, for the people that are not waking up or not responding? Because we all have people like that in our lives, where you could just I could sit there and talk to them for 50 hours and tell them how amazing my life is now, or how they could change their life, or do this or whatever. And there's those people that are completely closed down. They don't want to change and they want to remain in their misery and their pain. I don't know for what reasons. What can you do for these people around you? Well, number one, have faith, because Shyla believes everyone will wake up. I'm not really sure. I do know that we're having a mass awakening where a lot of people, a lot of humanity is going to wake up. I don't believe everyone will wake up, but you have to know that most of your family members are going to wake up. That eventually you're going to lead by example, that they don't want to hear. No one wants to be preached at, right? I don't want to be preached at. I'm not going to church on Sunday ever. I don't want to be preached at. This is my church, right? No, I don't want to be preached at. Who would want to hear about how their life sucks and how your life's so much better than theirs and their life sucks, and they don't want to hear their faults. They don't want to hear their weaknesses. They don't want to be preached at. But what is going to phase them is leading by example. So the best thing that you can do, I'm dealing with my flame's mother. She's killing herself. Literally killing herself with anxiety and stress and fear. I've never seen such a bad case, and she has a very bad case of negative entity attachment, okay? And when you get a low vibration, these things can kind of affect you. Now, it would be very easy, since we remove negative entities and we do chakra openings, that we could just heal her. But she doesn't want to be healed. We have to respect her free will. We can't just heal someone unless they want to be healed. That's the thing. So what you can do for these kind of people is start putting them in white light. You can pray, put them in white light. Start putting Trump in white light. If you want Trump to wake up, start putting him in white light. If you want the earth chakra to open, start putting the earth in white light. Start praying to heal the earth's chakras. Start praying to heal Trump's heart chakra, because it's completely closed. That's why people are narcissistic. Start praying to heal these people. Start sending them healing energy. It will affect them. It will start to affect them. We're all going to be vibrating so high that people aren't going to have a choice but to wake up. So Shyla is already so victorious and successful. She sees that these are not lost causes, because we were those lost causes. We would have been in that trash pile list. We were the lost causes. We were those who would not conform. So we know that no one's a lost cause. I got attacked so friggin' bad by the mediators in this group. It was a narcissist support group, and I was telling people, by the way, that you can heal a narcissist. You can heal anyone. People, oh my God, I've never been attacked so bad in my life. The nerve of it. Someone told me on a message, an administrator too, that I could open a narcissist's heart chakra, but they would just fill it up with hate immediately. Like, what hateful words to write to me. I don't believe that for a second. I know that's not true because I've healed people who are narcissistic. No one is beyond being repaired. We all came here to heal. And a lot of, like, I'm an incarnated angel. My flame is from space and isn't an incarnated angel, but he's from space this life. So we're kind of a mix between, like, angelic and starseed with our experiences. But I will tell you that angels are called into many places. I've been called into a lot of darkness to help heal people. So don't think anyone's forgotten or that anyone's beyond repair, because that's you. When they believe that their partner is not repairable, they're becoming narcissistic and they're not allowing themselves to heal. We have to heal all aspects of ourselves, not just the ones we choose. Not just, oh, I think you're worthy of my love and my healing. I think I'll heal you, but I don't really like you. I'm not going to heal you over here. That's not how it works. We're going to heal the entire planet and all of humanity. So, Shyla, anything you want to do, you're going to be victorious and successful at. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You know that. Carrie Finney, good morning. Work on your sacral chakra. At some point, anyone who's getting these chakra cards should get a chakra opening. I believe everyone should get one at some point. I have my flame reopen my chakras every day after I'm doing my healing work so I can keep mine nice and open. And these blocks are getting in the way of our manifesting. Maybe that's why it's not working. Maybe that's why people are born into poverty and they believe that manifesting doesn't work because you're blocked. You have to have all your chakras open to be manifesting properly. So since a lot of us are still so blocked up, it's not working. Oh my God, I'm trying to instant manifest a car. I don't know why it's not working, right? We have to remove these energetic blocks to really get there. This is a chakra about sex and power. So look into that. Stacey Shepard. Partnerships and alliances. Work on your friendships. That's where we're really at as a whole right now. We're working on our relationships with everyone. I'm not just working on my relationship with my twin flame. I am working on my relationships with all of you too. Because we're on here on Facebook all the time, the same people. We have our good days. We have our bad days. We're just kind of working at more love and better partnerships and friendships. Carrie Decker. What do you think about the power being off for a few months? I don't believe that at all because we have so many airports. We have so many military infrastructures that need power. I don't believe that will happen at all. If that was to happen, if the internet was to permanently get knocked out, I believe it would be more like a permanent thing, not a few months. Now, Trump is very anti-pharmaceutical and anti-internet. So big changes are in place where certain things are being knocked out. Like, how about there is a lot of fake news on Facebook? All of my news is real, so I will be pissed off if I got flagged for something like that. But people's videos are being taken down, flagged. There's really like a media war going on and a war on Facebook that's just beginning. We all did see a week and a half ago where most of the people on Facebook had to log back in and change their password. And people were really freaking out over it. I wouldn't really care if the internet went out. I really wouldn't care, honestly. I don't know. I have an online business on the internet, but I really wouldn't care. But I do believe certain areas will be targeted, but I don't foresee that really happening. The universe is a big place. You're a starseed. Keep your possibilities open. You have more of a chance of going off world to live within the next few months than the internet going off. Just to tell you. Julie Remnick. This weather is crazy. Yes, it does match my moods. I'm manifesting spring and summer though. I kind of have like a spring look going on. I'm working on manifesting summer, so I'm helping the cause. Spiritual strength. Work on your spiritual strength. That's all there is. I can tell by looking at people. Before, in the past, I never could. Let me real quick back up. I never felt energy in my life. I was a healer, but I was very asleep and unconscious because that was my mission until I reunited with my flame. So I wasn't able to feel energy or work with energy again until I reunited with my flame. But now that I'm very versed in it, and this is what I do, I'm an energy worker, I can tell immediately by looking at someone and what health their body is in physically. I can see their aura, their spiritual strength. I can just tell by looking at someone's energy what kind of place they're at. And so many people energetically are at a really bad place right now. It's like where the Bible says everyone will be hollow during end times. Literally, just work on your spiritual strength. This card is for everyone. It's all that there is. When you heal the soul, the body will follow. Sam Jenkins, fire is destroying my home. In Kansas, everything is burned. Well, you might want to find a higher vibe place to live. I'm not even joking. Our old apartment was not in vibrational alignment with us. and it started falling in, and we had to move because that place would ultimately not survive all of this. And we're actually working on, we're going to try to sell this house and find a new one because this house is falling out of vibrational alignment with us. And we've only lived here less than a year, maybe 7 months we've lived here. We just bought this house like 7 months ago, and it's already falling out of vibrational alignment with us. Be very careful in your life about what you're choosing to be in vibrational alignment with and what you're not choosing to be in vibrational alignment with, because sometimes that looks like your house or your car, and that's where me and my twin flame are at. My twin flame is manifesting a new car. He doesn't like his car anymore, and instantly it's starting to fall apart. So be very careful with what you're putting your energy into. You're choosing these things. This is a new beginning. It's not the end. Your house hasn't burned down yet, has it? Your house is fine, right? Your whole state's burning down around you, but your house is fine. I see it like there are certain people that are marked safe, and there are certain people that are marked to go incarnate into the other planet, into 3D. And that will look like a physical death to get to that other planet. So for you, it's a new beginning. Your house hasn't burned down. Your neighbor's might. Yours hasn't. I know. Sharon Tootin. Positive movement forward. This card is like really for everyone. Only amazing things are about to happen for those that are awakened, because we are living consciously. It's when you're living unconsciously that you get thrown around, so the universe will sort of wake you up. So just focus on the future. I'm going to get off of here really soon, really early today, because I want to have time and energy for all of you guys that need energy worked on in readings. Literally, I'm going to choose number 2 and number 4. I'll private message you in 1 minute to get your address, and literally I will be here all day until 5 for readings, chakra openings, third eye activations, etc. Check out our site, and you can purchase anything on the site. And the amazing thing about the internet is I'll track you down in 1 minute and we'll get to work. So why don't you guys start to do something for yourselves? We're always buying money. We're spending money on food that isn't good for us, stuff we don't need. Why don't you take that focus and put it on yourself? You're worth the investment, and it's life-changing. So we'll be here, and I'm going to track down number 2 and 4, and I'm sending you all some love and light, and I'll probably end up doing free cards on this page today. So make sure you like this page if you didn't get a card, so you can get one later. Namaste.